there's Aesop's Fables. I always forget if he was Greek or Roman, but he's from back in the day, in the old days. And a quote by him: "We hang the petty thieves and appoint the great ones to public office." So I'll say it again. We hang the petty thieves and appoint the great ones to public office. In other words, the lesser criminals actually go to jail, but the biggest criminals of all,
It's always been that way.
are the ones in power. Yeah.
It's always been that way.
Yeah, here he is talking a couple thousand years ago, and here we are, actually several thousand years later,
Right.
and nothing's changed.
Yeah, that's why it's skills unbalanced.
Right, and to that point, that's just the way it is. Lee, you don't take any BS from anybody, but at the same time, you don't suffer fools, is the phrase they say. You feel sorry for Hunter Biden because you're a father too. You have 3 beautiful girls.
Of course.
Joe Biden, he has a bad son, and Lee has had his time as a father and you've been through the ropes of fatherhood. And so you identify somewhat, not that none of your kids turned out, but you identify somewhat with Joe Biden. Joe should have cut Hunter loose. He should have cut him off. So you will always respect Joe Biden for loving his family. Hunter Biden happens to be white and he chased a woman. P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, happens to be black and he chased a woman. It just happens to be that way. But you feel sad for Hunter Biden as a fellow father,
Mm-hmm.
just like Joe Biden.
Well, let me explain. You just feel sad. I don't feel sad for him in a way that you might think. I want to clear that up. That anybody who have been successful,
Okay.
and you fall downhill, I feel sorry for them. If anybody got a problem, lost a leg or limb or sick, I feel sorry for them. Got
Pity.
anything.
You feel pity for them.
Right.
Yeah.
But I don't, so what? That don't mean, you mean he's supposed to get what for that? I don't get no sympathy for him. I think he should be dealt with where the laws are on the book.
Right.
He shouldn't get special favor. Nobody put the thumb on the scale.
Right.
Equal justice for all. That's what I'm talking about.
Right. Meanwhile,
But I still feel sorry for him that he can say he in jail. I would hate to be him. I couldn't do that because I would kill myself. But you don't have yourself to kill yourself with in jail. I would wish that would happen. If that was a God, I would pray that he'd kill me now. Then, you dig what I'm saying?
mountains fall on me. Yeah.
But so I wouldn't go through the pain. But this thing, because people can be cruel to you after the fact. It's just like when I closed my business. I didn't want to meet anybody. Everybody you meet, they would tell you, if I'd have been you, man, what you do, if I shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Right.
Shit happens.
Right.
I'm just each day, another day.
I'm not ending our talk for the day. We're going to come back to this at the actual end. But we always talk about the golden rule: do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And this is the one embodiment of the golden rule. Here you are, you have a sense of empathy towards Hunter Biden and towards Joe Biden, with what, even though they've done horrible things, they deserve to be in jail. You still have empathy towards them, and that is
Of course.
that is a credit to your character.
Yeah.
You can look even with everything going on. They're trying to throw wrongfully throw Donald Trump and many others in jail.
Yeah.
You can look past all of that and still have some.
Well, see, now, we want to went to Hunter Biden and Joe Biden. I'm talking about Trump, too. I'm talking about anybody. Anybody, if a person commit a crime, just like the guy who did all the rape with the kid, I feel sorry for him. What was he thinking?
Yeah.
Now he should pay for it, but he should be he should be painful. He should suffer.
Yeah.
He should suffer. But I don't think killing. I don't believe in killing him. But he should suffer.
Yeah.
You know, that's all I'm saying, and make him think for days. They're like, my mother told me, if you die and go to hell, you're born. The fire was harder. I said, how hard was it? She said, 77 times 77. I said, how much is that? She said, a whole heap. I didn't want to do nothing wrong because the fire here was hot.
Right.
And you think it was 77 times 77 times 77? How hard is that?
Unbearable.
I wouldn't tell a lie because I didn't want to go to hell. You dig? And burn. And what another thing I can understand, that you never burn up. There's still not, again, I don't believe that either. How can anything burn forever and never burn up?
Just like the burning bush. It burned but was not consumed.
Well, iron can burn, but according to how hot it is.
In hell,
if it's 77 times 77, it'll burn it up because it'll burn up steel.
In hell, the worm does not die. It's a liquid lake of fire, and brimstone, or of fire and sulfur.
Yeah, but you don't see no wine. You don't see meat cooked and burn up. Come on.
Yeah.
A
worm it's supernatural.
Well, I'm just still saying I don't believe that shit.
Well, if you take it as a fact that God created the universe and
there you go again with God again.
Well,
I don't take on the fact that God is nowhere alive, around, or anywhere. So don't bring him up.
If he has the power to create the universe, then he has the power to create the conditions within.
If I had to bring like Donald Trump, I'd be just like Donald Trump, be a copy of him.
Right.
Yeah. But I don't. And so it's not going to happen. So you can speculate. If you're going to speculate all prosperity, you know.
Right.
Don't have no kinks in it at all. If you're going to do it, make it perfect.
Right.
Make everybody perfect.
Right. You have empathy, but not indifference. You care, but you're not checked out about the reality.
Well, I get sad for anything alive that feel any pain. If I see a dog tied to a chain around his neck and he's shivering, I feel sorry for that dog. I feel sorry for the dog.
Right.
It don't have to be a person. It can be anything alive, a living plant. I'm not a plant. Well, I'll do what I have plants. I try to feed them. I forget them. But I'm just still saying, I'm talking about any living thing should be left alone.
Right, and I like that balance of you care for the person, but you're going to punish the crime.
Right.
Plato said the price good men pay for indifference to public affairs is to be ruled by evil men. That's Plato, the philosopher. You know, Plato, Aristotle.
Well, I believe if you cut off my finger, cut off his finger.
The great. An eye for an eye, a tooth
or
for a
whatever
tooth.
You want to call it.
Right.
And they settle that. Okay? And every time you do something to somebody, if you steal his car, whatever that car parked, he's got to replace that car.
Right. Now,
and so if he can't work, if you got a job, pay him minimum wage, put a whip on him, a chain on him, and he work until he pay you.
Slavery, or
whatever.
Indentured servitude.
Or what you call it, whatever you want to do. Okay.
Actually, you want to.
That's what do unto others as you did to me.
Yes, sir.
That's what that means.
Yes, sir.